Welcome to the Rockhound Podcast. This week we're going to have viewer show. Oh, viewer show and tell. But first, we need to do all the welcoming in and everything else. So, Karen, if you would get us rolling on that.
Absolutely. Thank you. A warm welcome to you out there. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Rockhound Podcast yet again. You are the star tonight. Thank you for all of the wonderful shows and tells that we're about to embark on. But first, we'd like to know where you're from and what you're doing. So put it in the comments and we'll give you a shout out next week. And I am Karen from Ozone Fine Art Ventures out here on the foggy Oregon coast. Who are you?
I'm Brody, and my channel is 50 Shades of Confused.
Huh?
Welcome, Brody.
Not rightly sure how I got here, but all right.
And I'm Kyle with World of Rock Hounds, and Kurt cannot join us tonight, but he definitely says hello, and he misses us and all of you. You're all breathtaking.
Hi, Kurt.
But thank you. Oh, that was our welcome. Oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. That was our introductions. Karen, if you'd be so kind to do these shouts, please.
Yes. First, thank you, Fossils, for being a great guest last week. We feel like we just got to know you. You're old, but so great.
Quit opening stuff. Sorry.
That's right. So we'll be having a part 2 since we didn't even cover like Petrified Wood and
We didn't. Oh my
no. Like I noticed that like we didn't even begin to fossil. So
in fairness, Petrified Wood could easily be its own subject.
I think it should be actually.
Yeah.
All right. Voted. But you can vote also. Go ahead and leave it in the comments or shout it on the chats right now, which I'm sure you guys all are. So Lisa Large 45 was drooling over the fossils. Somebody passed her a napkin. Blind Squirrel Rocks thought all the fabulous fossils were great and is wondering if next time is pyrite. All right, because there was some guessing going on in the chat inside. Johnny Rockhounding was impressed by the fossil goodies and said the polished shells were his favorite. Johnny. Mine too. Stop not liking shells. Stein drink. Okay. Dustin finds rocks. Happy birthday, bro. Was stoked to be showing his fantastic finds from Haunted Ridge at a local mineral show during the week, I guess. So he used the term awesomer.
I also use that term.
It was that good. All right. Like it. New Zealand Rocks checking in from, wait for it. No, I'm not doing that. As
Calgary.
He said yes. And, as he settled down for a great watch after a very busy week in the shop, he fell asleep and woke up to see the amazing megalodon tooth when the missus brought him his dinner, which he then used to eat his dinner. Guessing no one else had ever fallen asleep during the podcast. I think I have. What about you guys?
I definitely have.
I have too. It was
I sleep dinner exclusively with my eyes wide open, so I'm usually asleep.
I think that's another movie. 50 Shades.
50 Shades of Eyes Wide Open.
Kyle, you were about to divulge something.
I was gonna say I definitely fell asleep during a podcast, and it was after I had dinner, and so it was totally food comatose, just gone.
Yeah, and there's something lulling.
I see fire.
And
I see fire.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
There's something lulling and sleepy about Kyle setting fire to his workstation while we're on the podcast.
He's just burning rocks.
Yeah. While we're just going through the show.
He's making fire obsidian.
Oh.
Maybe I am. A little bit of fire, a little bit of obsidian.
Whoa. Voila. All right, Claude from Kalgoorlie. We're never going to get through these shouts. Checking in from Australia. Yes, Kyle, it's still winter in Australia because you told them to have a warm drink, I think. Cold at night and warm in the day out here in the desert. Thank you, Cloud. Currently, Rockhounding writes, if Kyle moves his rocks into his shop, he needs to protect them with a series of traps.
Like turrets.
Yeah. And he can look at the movie. He can look to the movie Home Alone and the board game Mousetrap for inspiration.
It's funny you say that because like the moment you said that I should like make booby traps, like the first thing I thought of was like paint cans, like on the.
I didn't say boobies.
I said booby traps.
Keep going.
Anyways, I just think the paint cans on the rope.
Yeah.
And this podcast is weird already.
It's only weird if you make it weird. Okay.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay. Kyla Abiglen said we need Kurt, to level things out.
Yeah.
We got like one piston missing.
Yeah.
All right. She said she didn't pay too much attention to fossils until she found Theo's channel.
Aww.
And we do love sharing the infection of loving fossils now, don't we?
Fossils are amazing.
Yeah. And indeed, she says she loves them all, but her favorites are shells and teeth.
Yay.
Yeah.
Gotta love the shells and teeth.
Yes. Thank you, Kyla. And Julie McKenna, Clear Crystal Vibes, Mary Beth Sandmaker, Ivan Lopez, and all y'all in the shouts or in the chat shouting.
In the chat shouting.
Them says the shouts. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for doing the shouts. Now we get into how everyone's week was, and Karen will give you a break for a couple turns, and we'll start with Brody.
Well, 2 days ago on Tuesday, it was my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm now 64, which is exciting.
They wrote a song about you. They
did. So yeah, it was weird. I just skipped 38 years of life. No, not really. I turned 27 because I'm a little
soliloquy now.
Wait. Oh, what?
Oh no.
Okay, let's try this again. Wait. There we go. Happy birthday.
And that was wonderful. So I turned 27 and went rock hunting, of course, for a little while. It wasn't a very long hunt, but we did get out for a little bit, got some nice rocks. It was very nice. But then I went to Red Lobster, ate way too much food for one human. And other than that, just been doing some shop stuff, but I also have a super, super exciting announcement. And that is I have done what I said I was going to do, which was finish 3 videos first, which means those are now all done. And the second channel has a launch date, which is
it?
September 3rd, next Saturday.
Mark your calendars, people.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's going to be awesome. Super excited about it. And other than that, I actually am ahead on normal videos, and I have 3 videos for the second channel.
Do you make normal videos?
No. Oh, you think my main channel videos are not normal? Get ready, everyone, because these are, yeah. I told Alexis early on that the targeted brand for the new channel is Targeted Chaos. So take that how you will. It's madness most of the time.
Do they have that box when you're, saying what it is in the YouTube
it's just I would just chaos, yeah.
Nothing but chaos.
But yeah, other than that,
awesome.
That's pretty much it. Just getting ready for the new channel, and I'm super excited.
Nice. We are too.
Yes, we are.
Are going to have the video be a premiere?
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Oh, please.
I could do that. I should do that.
You should do that.
I should do that.
Do it.
I should do that. Do it. Just pull up the Palpatine. No, Lucasfilms would come after us. No, Disney would come after us. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I'm gonna add that clip, but I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
It's only
We don't need
anyways.
Disney.
Like, we're not monetized right now, so it's like
Oh.
they couldn't come after like us for money. So
I guess that's fair.
good luck. I'm still like, I'm not gonna put the clip in still, but
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with Mickey Mouse. It's a dangerous, dangerous game.
Mhm.
All right. Anything else?
I mean, I'm sure I could think of more stuff, but that was all I had planned at that moment.
Works for me.
Thank
So-
you, Brody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your week. And
Oh,
happy
Brody, I
belated
thought you said thank you, buddy.
birthday.
Thanks, bud.
Buddy. Okay.
My week has been very hold on. Back up a little bit. I did have a live video on Sunday. I wasn't going to share anything, but I forgot about that. So yeah, I did a live video of sorting rocks. I meant this to go for about 45 minutes to an hour, and it being like an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty eventful. I think I got a total of like 4 containers sorted. I had everything prepped the night before, so I don't have to like have like really loud audio when I have them dump like these buckets like into like this metal like cart. Like, I'll do everything beforehand, and it was pretty somewhat eventful. River is trying her best to help. She was being counterproductive and putting rocks I had put into the bucket back into the cart, putting rocks that didn't belong in the certain buckets into the bucket. I'm like, okay. But it was fun. Yeah, I had to move all the buckets away from the side of the house because there's grass growing in between the sidewalk and the house is going up through the buckets. I'm like, this looks kind of not clean. So I went ahead and got that all sorted out. And I got buckets on the back porch still. I'm deciding whether or not to do another live video or if I should just maybe just do a recording and just do a premiere and just hang out in the comment section or something. I don't know. I haven't fully decided yet.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. Another option.
Cast your vote.
Cast your vote down below.
I would like to figure out the OBS system because I think there's a way to have to play videos and then like still do a live video, like just me like like me in a small corner like talking about like the rocks I'm sorting, so I can actually have good quality footage so people can see what's happening. But I think that requires a little bit more research on my end. And I haven't been doing a whole lot in the shop because I've been waiting for a test to happen with my new job. I did pass the test by the graze of my knuckles.
Congrats.
And so
was it algebra?
No, it's I mean,
what's his favorite color?
If it was algebra, I'd
Blue.
probably
Sorry.
No, I had to take a structural test on in order to get my applicator's license for controlling pests. And I passed the other 2 tests, I think last week or week before last. And I passed the 3rd test this week. And they said that was the 3rd person in the entire company to pass it like the first time. And like, I was not aiming to pass it the first time. I was aiming to pass it so I don't have to come back to do it because I hate doing homework. That was my motivation. Not having to do homework, even though I didn't really study for it. Like I really studied for this last one like 2 hours before I went to bed. Just read this book, and like almost none of the information that was in that book was like in the test I had to take. So like, I was kind of pointless. But yeah, there was no one else in that testing room. But like the moment I finished that test, like I have 70% to pass, and like they give you like an hour and 20 minutes to finish the test. And I go through all the questions. I had like 30 minutes left, went back and started rereading all like the answers I gave. And I got to like 10 and a half minutes left. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and send it, see what happens, end test. Screen pops up and then like it has like the little like the print the result screen. It got in the way, so I can't see my answer or like see my score. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, am I gonna pass? Am I gonna pass? And I move the screen out of the way, and like it's like 73. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yes. That's awesome.
But yeah, that was kind of my week. Other than that, like nothing like too crazy going on. I got a bald-faced hornet nest. It's not live. It's deactivated, I guess you could call it.
It's decommissioned.
Decommissioned. That Death Star is no more.
Yeah.
What's the second Star Wars mention that we've had to do?
And I think Disney may come after us again if we just keep these going.
Yeah. We try real hard. Yeah.
They have more power than the FBI.
Nah, that's fine. No big deal. But yeah, other than that, it's been pretty normal, I guess. Pretty lax for my week. But that'll do it for me. Karen, how was your week?
It was great. It was so great. Because I realized several goals. We dropped off the last 2 puppies. So we're puppies that need to go to new homes free now. So that was a big check off of my list. I miss them, but it's been a while of having
it's nice to remember what sleep looks like.
Yes, and so so happy. And then the coolest thing happened. Both of the people that were taking the last 2 pups were located in Washington. So I got out of the house. I got to go someplace.
Nice.
And so it was good. Like all the dogs and I all had our tongues wagging out the windows. So happy. And so we drove into Washington and dropped off the pups, and we were in the kind of Mount St. Helens region. So we went and had a little camping trip out there, and boy, is that a stellar place. We really, really enjoyed it. Who doesn't love a volcano? Anybody? I mean, oh, and I have a really funny story to tell about that. I'll tell it during the show and tell, but I just we are still, it's got legs. We're going to laugh about this for the rest of our lives, I think. And so the other thing that happened while we were meeting in this parking lot, dropping off puppies, was that somebody also, whom was holding a faceting machine for me, was able to, drop it off, and so that's
Nice.
going to be a later thing as well. I'll reveal what that is in the shows and tells, and so it looks like we'll be there's going to be an upcoming video from the volcano that'll contain pups and machines and all kinds of stuff like that should be dropping this weekend. And that's pretty much my week. I mean, we crammed a lot in, and I am so happy and relieved, and boy, getting out is good for your soul. Yeah.
Yes.
This needs to happen, Kyle. Get out.
I get out for work.
I mean, all right. So yeah, that's my week, guys. We should get into this show and tell business.
Well, thank you for sharing your week.
Yeah.
And you are 100% right. We should get into show and tell. So
tell we're all tired this week.
What? No.
I'm gonna sleep through this podcast.
Yeah, I'm already.
All right. So we do have a fair amount of show and tell. If who would like to kick it off? Should I kick it off?
Take it away, sir.
All right. Give me a second to write down my time here. So we're actually going to kick it off first with Oregon Rocks. So.
Because Oregon rocks.
Oregon does rock.
That's why.
It's pretty cool.
2.5 hosts agree. Oregon rock.
It's not bad.
Oregon Rocks is another YouTube channel. So if you have a chance after this podcast, go check them out. Oregon Rocks sent us in some really nice pictures of some agates. And they say almost all the agates my son and I from the Oregon Rocks channel have picked up over the last few months.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. As we began our rock hounding adventure in just one spot along the Willamette River. Sorry.
Hey, where's that, Kyle?
The Willamette River is right next door to it's here in the valley. We had begun tumbling them and actually had to buy a bigger tumbler as well because we could not keep up with how many we were finding, and it would still take a long time to process through all of these.
Like
we don't just collect agates, but they are our favorite, and we enjoy sharing them on our channel, Oregon Rocks, where we document our rock hounding journey. Thank you. And thank you for sharing your awesome finds with us and everyone here on the podcast. And again, go check them out. So who's next?
Yeah, they're really good.
Was that lag on my end?
No, it was for everyone.
Because Kyle just turned into a drunk robot for a second there.
Totally. He's Bender.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, whoa, I'm not going to say anything because that was a weird experience.
Am I tripping? Yeah.
How bad was the lag?
I just struck out there for a sec.
It was pretty decent. Yeah.
Like, do I have to say anything over again?
No,
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, it was entertaining.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. It was a good leg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear, if I have to go to edit and it's like lagging really bad, I'm not gonna like
just voiceover.
Yeah.
That would be great. Lip sync to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Who's Theo, do you want to go next?
Yep, I just have to remember which ones were mine. Finding it. It's all right. One sec.
We are so organized.
I had everything
know.
organized and it's all gone now. Okay.
Team.
All right, I found it. So this one is from Travis for 6 Findings,
Ooh, yeah.
a local here in Billings and fellow rock hounding YouTuber. Says, hello everyone on the podcast. Hope everyone is having a great day and good podcast. Today I'm sharing some of my agate lures I had made recently. All of them are from agates I found on the Yellowstone River throughout my rock hounding adventures. On one of my recent videos, you can see me make a couple and go catch fish with them. If anyone is questioning if they work, thanks and have a great show. I love his lures. They're fantastic.
Oh, they are so good.
He gave me one and I love it. It's so cool.
Are you gonna use it?
He made it out of gem bone.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can use that one. I never forget myself if it broke off.
Yeah. Or if you lost it, like if it, you pulled up just the line.
Yeah.
Snag it or something.
It's so pretty though.
Freshy.
Yeah,
Those are beautiful.
it's so pretty.
They're so cool. Well, thank you, Travis, for your awesome show and tell and your craftsmanship.
Yeah, just amazing.
Karen.
Yeah.
You're next.
Crawdad and Rusty sent us in. Woohoo! They say, this past spring, we got to go on a 10-day rock hounding tour of southeastern Oregon. And one of our stops was Harney Lake, which is really interestingly, like it's very vast in comparison to some of the other areas. At the bottom of the Eagle Cliffs, there are many piles of lake tumbled gravels that are fun to look through for agates, jaspers, and pet wood. Many have already a polish from, of course, being tumbled in the lake. We collected part of a small bucket of stones, and when we got home, I chose out enough to fill a 3-pound tumbler barrel and ran them through the process. I first noticed this light stone after the course tumble, and I had not seen anything like it. It came out so cool. I decided to wire wrap it with a simple oxidized solid copper wrap so as to not over bling the stone, which you didn't. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, you didn't have to overbling it at all. It's perfection. Perfection shot.
Perfection.
Yes, and I got to say, ooh, light. So,
Ooh.
which, it is that or the one that I kept on stumbling over was the orbicular rhyolite, and so that's either oolite or that. So because actually where I was looking wasn't far from where he was also.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. So thank you, Crawdad and Rusty, for
thank you.
the eye bling that's not too blingy.
So up next, we have our friend Patrick Donahue, who says, "Hello, podcast. Attached is a family photo of about 2/3 of the stones I've cut since starting faceting in January. There's Yag. I don't know if he says Yag or YAG. I'm going to call it Yag.
Let's just say Yag.
Yeah, Yag. Almandine Garnet, an X-Cube Laser Ruby, Amethyst, Aquamarine, Apatite, Sunstone, Topaz, and Smoky Quartz." Patrick.
Now that's some bling.
Yeah, those are all so beautiful.
That is so gorgeous. You should be so proud. He just started. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And, look at that collection. He's pro.
He's been busy.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. They are so nice.
He went from no to pro.
You even got a shirt. From no to pro.
Also, keep sending pictures of those because I want every opportunity and excuse to say the word laser ruby as possible.
Yeah. Keep the pictures coming. Thank you so much, Patrick.
Yeah. Thank you, Patrick. Brody, you're next.
So I think next is Greg.
Greg
D.
Dude.
Hey guys and lady, here's some of my finds from this summer's trips. First up is some of the quartz crystals I found at Crystal Park in Montana, and he found great stuff there. He sent me a picture of one that was just fantastic. Anyway, though, the second and third are some small but mighty agates I found at Howry Island, Montana. Howry is awesome. Love Howry. The fourth is a piece of some insanely agatized pet wood. Travis 406 findings, and I figured it was pet wood, but I've been second guessing myself. I'm wondering now if it might be coral, ? I wouldn't mind another expert opinion on this, and maybe Theo's too. Sorry, man. Couldn't resist. I just caught what you just said. And lastly, one piece of many sodalites found in BC, Canada. Karen, if you want higher res pics, let me know. Now I'm scrolling to see if I can find. I can see. Oh no. Kyle, I can't see the wood in this. In the pictures you sent.
Hold on.
Oh no!
Give me a second.
Y'all, time out. Could be coral though. I'm fairly familiar with most of the species in Montana on the Yellowstone, and that does look at least marginally resemblant of the Syringapora coral, which can get some pretty big polyp tubes.
Oh, you think they're polyp tubes?
They could be polyp tubes.
The old polyp tube.
I'm not seeing wood though. Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Throw me off. I don't know. My professional opinion on that is.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'd probably have to take a loop to it or something like that to have any idea.
Well, yeah, and even I can use my show and tell as an example because on the surface it just looks like a jasper. You have to get up real close with your eyes to actually see what it really is.
With what else?
Dude, I think we all need some sleep.
Yeah.
This podcast has been off the rails tonight.
I mean, either way, all those finds are really cool. So.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Sure.
Wait, did we restart?
Yeah,
or was that just us talking off camera?
I was hoping that was just us talking off the camera.
What I thought.
No, I figured we'd start talking after you kind of said, I don't think it's wood. So
okay. All right.
We've been back for a minute.
Okay. I trust your editing skills. Oh wow.
Wake up.
I'm leaving this in though because
okay.
Sorry about any pain out there to those that are watching.
We're making up for the last 2 weeks of only having 30-minute episodes. So
yeah, I guess
you're welcome for the filler.
All the creamy.
Well, anyways, thank you, Greg, for your entries, and then so yeah, you guys are kind of on the fence of like we don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah,
My
Sure.
professional assessment is
make that a shirt too.
Beautiful. Beautiful assortment there.
I
Great.
would lean
Good
more
finds.
toward coral than I would toward wood, though.
Okay. Well, Karen, I believe you are next.
All right. Gordon Sherwood from over there in New Zealand shared with us some Rex Oxalon to begin with. I just love saying that. Division Pteridophyta, class Polypodiocida, subclass Cythiatae, and order also Cythiales, and the geologic time is Triassic, fossil site Zimbabwe, Africa. Of course, there's the Monotus fossils, or would you say Monotus? I'm not entirely sure. I just want to wrap my mouth around all these words. Around 248 to 2005 million years ago, during the Triassic, New Zealand was largely a marine environment and the sea was full of invertebrates and reptiles. Here's my plate of bivalve mollusk Monotus or Monotus richmondiana, which is 210 million. That's self-collected. Wow, that's so
Ooh.
cool. You and
cool.
Morny, man, you know, like,
Yup.
yeah, got some really cool stuff out there. So he's got some ammonites as well from Nepal that he purchased on one of his trips. He's been to Nepal to purchase
What?
ammonites. I'm
Nice.
so jealous. As though living in New Zealand wasn't, jealous.
Right, I know.
Enough. And then he shares some pet wood. It's a limb cast and his incomplete meg tooth because he's dueling you, Kyle.
Challenge accepted.
Wow, that is such a cool collection.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Gordon. He's got the New Zealand Rocks Down Under channel, so go check him out. He has some pretty darn cool stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your show and tells, and thank you, Karen, for reading all of those big words because you saved me a lot of editing.
And sweat.
And sweat. All right, so that comes back down to me, and we actually have our friend Jared over there currently rock counting sent us some show and tells. So write down time here.
Ooh, goody.
Yeah, got some goodies. All right.
Can't wait.
So Jared sent us in an email, and he said, on a recent trip, we were able to visit the Mineral Museum in Butte, Montana, and it was impressive. I would highly recommend.
How could it not be?
I would highly recommend this museum for a number of reasons. First off, it's free. Free is a good price. The displays are amazing. One specimen that they have is really impressive is the Big Daddy, which is a 397-pound smoky quartz crystal from Homestake Pass, and they have a great fluorescent mineral room. They also had a spicy mineral on display, a spicy mineral on display, which is my local specialty, Autonyte. Generally speaking, though, if you can't get to the museum in Butte, you should try to find your area's mineral museum or a local museum with at least a display of local rocks and minerals. You will learn so much about what is around you by looking at the area's identified specimens on display. Now, here in Oregon, we actually have the Rice Museum, which is a pretty awesome little museum. It's not free. I think it costs only a couple dollars to get in, but it's worth it. Theo, do you have any museums in your town?
In Billings, there's only one museum, and it's an art museum, but not too far away is Bozeman, and Bozeman has Museum of the Rockies, which is the largest Cretaceous Hell Creek collection of fossils in the world. Literally the largest collection of Triceratop fossils in existence. It's amazing.
Nice.
And huge collection of T-Rex and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been to the Butte Mineralogical Museum, and it's amazing. It's so freaking cool. Also, speaking of Audonite, I was last year for my birthday, we went to Rapid City, and in their Museum of Geology, they have a freaking specimen of Audonite that's like car tire huge, like just gigantic. And I instantly thought of Jared when I saw that thing. The thing is gigantic. I took a picture somewhere and then completely forgot which SD card it's on. So I'll search for that and see if I can find it.
Wow, needle in a haystack much.
Yeah, I have way too many. It could be in a number of places.
Well, in any case, thank you, Jared, for submitting your show and tell and taking the time to tell us about that museum.
I liked Big Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Dude, Homestake is insane.
Listen, it is insane. Can you imagine pulling that up? Like,
Yep.
Be like, how much can you lift? It's like, well, that crystal is pretty heavy. So how are my cycles? How to move it like the Egyptians, just a bunch of tubes on the ground and just rolling it.
Springing the logs.
But yeah, that does it for Jared's show and tell. And so now we go back to you, Brody. Brody?
Forget that I'm Brody. So next
we've got this Brody.
We've got Ken, who says, here's the best my credit camera can do. UV fossilized seashells, Venice, Florida. The solo is an alphabet cone. The group shots have lightning whelks, a Junonia. Next to the alphabet cones, a golden wave cone, and a rayed Venus clam. Nice. And I love doing this. I have some fossil shells that fluoresce, and it's the coolest thing in the world. Like, pictures do not do it justice. They're so awesome. Also, totally jealous of that Junonia.
Yeah.
It's like Florida's rarest shell by far. So having a fossil Junonia is like crazy awesome.
So he's showing off a little.
Yeah, that's a flex for sure.
Nice there, Ken.
The Junonias are awesome.
Yeah, that is tough to take pictures of. So thank you so much for doing the attempt there on that, Ken. Thank you for sharing. Those are gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you, Ken, for your show and tell, and thank you, Theo, for reading off his show and tell. And I believe it comes back down to you, Karen.
All right, Dan Dickinson. So Kurt at currently Rock.Hounding.Adventures. Hey, miss you, Kurt.
Miss Kurt.
Gave me an excellent location for finding honeycomb fossilized coral and brachiopods. It is at Pope Lick Park in Louisville, Kentucky. That's an interesting name. My YouTube channel is Created Rocks with Dan the Rock Man. I recently did an episode of what I found there. Nice pieces of honeycomb coral, big brachiopods, and a piece of mystery fossil coral. I think that's among the pictures. Briefly able to explain how the brachiopods were formed by the worldwide flood as described in Genesis of the Bible. I had a great rock hunt and I like your podcast. Sincerely, Dan Dickinson. And those are some nice fossils you've got there. I like all the, I love death plates. That's a strange thing to be able to say. What a soundbite. So that's a cool collection you've got. And then are those the honeycomb corals that like have that like cool texture going up? Like, anybody know?
I do not. I can't zoom any farther on this picture.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking at there.
I think so, yeah.
I'm not those the corals and things like that, since we don't have that much out here, my eye isn't that good. I don't know how to identify, but they're so I love all the corals, the fossil corals for the textures and the structures. They're so unique and so mathy that you see these like really, really cool what's the patterns, they just make really like geometry and all that.
Absolutely.
Cool yeah, I don't know. I
don't have much experience with fossils, the corals that are not of the same age as the stuff we find on the Yellowstone. The Yellowstone is old, but I don't think it's Kentucky old. I know those fossils are very old, so that would be a little outside of my wheelhouse. The structure on those first ones look very reminiscent of the bryozoans we find, though.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the mystery.
It might be.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the one that is, it looks like I don't know what number that is, but it's a big chunk kind of by itself. I actually have a piece of coral from out here that looks like that. So it's so neat, like when you have familiar things.
Yeah.
That are so far displaced, both with proximity, but also with time, because that's a way earlier fossil record.
Yeah.
Than what we've got going on out here.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
Dan.
you.
So, and thank you, Karen, for reading Dan's show and tell. And it comes back down to me. We have none other than Michael Wallahy. So Michael writes in. He's like, "Hey y'all, it's me, Michael Wallahy." Smiley face. Since I know my last name makes y'all smile, I haven't sent a rockin' for a viewer show and tell for a while. Here's an unusual find I found not long ago. It was my first time seeing something like this. I think what I'm seeing is a agatized, jasperized, opalized, petrified wood. Wasn't sure how to. I wasn't. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, that does look like pet wood.
I wasn't too sure that if it's even possible to find. Here's the best pictures I can get of it, with a bit of tricky to get a good, clear photo of all that. So I hope this is clear enough to see those different materials. I remember hearing Theo call something like this a trifecta rock.
Trifecta rock. Yep, we find those sometimes. I know. Yeah, I'm right there with you, because the big three on the Yellowstone is agates, jasper, and petrified wood. And every now and then you can find petrified wood that has banded agate pockets and jasper inside of one rock. So it's literally a trifecta rock.
Yeah, that is really nice. There's some really nice pores down on the right hand bottom side.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. That's probably identifiable. Gorgeous rock. Thank you.
Absolutely.
To find something like this is amazing. Especially knowing that just a year ago I had no idea how to identify rocks on my own. I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning from every great Rockhound channel on YouTube. Thanks, Karen, Kurt, Kyle, and Theo for sharing our finds on the Rockhound podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you for sending them in.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we always get to enjoy seeing everyone's different show and tells from all over. It's really, really neat to see what everyone's finding. I didn't write down my time.
Oh, man.
Okay, so again, thank you, Michael, for your show and tell. And we'll definitely looking forward to maybe some more show and tells the next time. We always enjoy seeing your email come through. And comes back down to Theo, aka Brody.
We have one from Jay. Is that Jared?
Yep, that's Jared.
Okay. I'm struggling to find words because these are ridiculous.
Right?
The fascinator in me is drooling right now. So hard to. Yeah, okay. So he says the two
Lisa,
best
hand
pieces.
him the napkin that somebody handed you.
Yeah, pretty much. Two best pieces of the vug I broke: 1 gram and 1.1 gram each. A few 0.5 pieces in that same vug. First rock I broke that day. Best pocket I found. And oh my gosh, those are ridiculous.
They're amazing.
I assume that's Peridot. And if it is, those are absolutely incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Those would not be safe on my bench. They'd be on dumps already.
Yeah.
Oh, those are so beautiful. Absolutely fantastic finds.
Yeah, they're definitely pretty neat.
Well, yeah, and chunky.
Yeah.
Woof. And
I have a lot, but they're
clear.
so small. They're like not worth faceting. So seeing
Right.
those, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of material to work with and draw, a good carrot stone out of.
absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, put those under a loop and see if you can see the iron in them. That would be cool. Like a microscope or a loop. Like, that's how you check for real, peridot. Of course, that you have it, but like, I love seeing the little pieces inside. It's really cool.
It turns out it's fake. It's just like, well, how did this get in this rock?
Dang volcano.
Volcanoes make counterfeits. Sorry.
Well, thank you, Jared, for your awesome show and tell, and thank you, Theo, for reading a show and tell. And now it goes back down to you, Karen.
All right. We've got Jessica Keaton, and she shares, I'm going to maybe destroy this word here. Is it Sigillaria or Sigillaria? Does anybody know? I don't. Okay, so here's a Sigillaria fossil I found a few weeks ago in a local creek in southern Ohio. My area is not really well known as a hounding hotspot, and I still found this gem. Just goes to show you never know what kind of cool stuff you can find right outside your front door. All you got to do is get out there. And I can't agree enough. Yeah. And Jessica, this is a really, really nice fossil you've got there. I looked up the plant. It looks kind of like one of those Joshua tree type plants that are extinct, and they have like more of that, porous fern. I guess it was a spore bearing tree. And so, but yeah, big Joshua tree looking thing. So cool. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I would have been like just jumping out of my skin happy about that finding. So good for you. Keep looking at that local creek there, Jessica. And share.
Who knows? There might be more.
Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe you find the rest of the tree.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Do it.
Well, thank you, Jessica, for your show and tell, and thank you, Karen, for reading her show and tell. I think we got everybody.
No way.
That's everyone.
And so now it's just us three that's left. But we're gonna go ahead and get it back down to our normal order. So Karen, I'm gonna have to go ahead and lead off with yours.
I'm a doubling down, showing and telling. So as Kyle puts the mysterious video up, you'll see this stone, but this is not about this stone at all. I have no idea what this stone is at all. It is attached to a faceting machine that I just came into, which I'm so excited about. So, and there's a stone on it already. I guess I keep
It's a diamond.
Right. If that's a diamond, I am now rich.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. I guess I better learn how to facet it really quick.
I've come into some sudden money.
Yes. And so I have a facetron machine now. It's not got its laps or its dops, except for the one that's stuck to that. And so that's one of the flat ones. It's like a table dop.
That was a freebie.
Yeah, I get the freebie. Like, not a whole lot of else I can do though until I fill in the rest of the dots that I need. And so it'll probably unfortunately be like a week or something before I start grinding away. But then, as though we haven't like heard enough of me and my videos lately, so there's going to be even more time to go by now because I got to get into, learning how to facet, and there'll of course be videos. And thank you, Theo, for all of your help even so far. He's guiding me a lot with the laps and the dops. And also thank you, Patrick. You sent a very generous email with a bunch of really great information and links on it as well. And thank you for the welcome to the faceting world. All of you all out there that are into faceting, go ahead and put it in the comments what your favorite things are. And it's cool. Like, what a cool thing to be finally getting into. Can't wait.
Oh, heck yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
And should I go get the fur thing real
Do
quick?
it.
Okay.
Do it. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, this is a wahi. And he's already so big.
I know.
Look at this guy. Look at this
Puppy.
He's so cute. Oh,
He's a big boy, and he's got this tail. Where is it? Where's your tail?
he's like hiding it.
Yeah. My other dogs don't have tails, and so I had to keep one with a tail on it.
Aw.
And he is like super chill. Like
You can just tell.
the other pups, like they were always calm on the podcast, but you know puppies, they wreak havoc. This guy, like he sits back and he just enjoys, like hanging out and slow walks on the beach and pina coladas. And he's a cuddler. I have to love that. Yeah, he's a good boy. But yeah, he's really big. His paws are already bigger than Ochiko's.
He's gonna be a big boy.
He's gonna be gargantuan.
Yeah.
So. I'm looking forward to that. Like I know.
Is there a recessive German Shepherd somewhere in that lineage?
Yeah, right. Oh man. He's already eating almost the same portion as Lily and Ochiko, and his paws are bigger than Ochi's, and
Wow.
so like yeah,
he's gonna be a big boy.
He's probably 50 pounds, if not even bigger. Lily right now, she's at 40. Ochiko's at 35.
Dang.
So yeah, he'll be big.
Well, thank you for showing the puppies.
Yep. Had to keep one.
Well, thank you for your show and tell and for the puppy. We need to have our daily puppy dose.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Brownie, what do you got?
Brownie. So, I think one of my favorite finds from my birthday rock hunt was this weird rock right here. And the zoom camera is going to murder this thing.
As it usually does.
Yeah. But the video I sent shows it a little better. This is a weird rock. When I found it, I thought it was a jasper. It wasn't until I got it like nice and wet and got the sun come out and looked at it a little closer that this is straight up jasperized wood.
Nice.
Wow.
It's so pretty. Like you can faintly see the wood grain inside of it when it's bright out, but it's just like, again, the zoom is not going to show it at all, but there's so much red and orange.
You can even see it. Yeah. Like
it's so pretty.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing. I love it so much. And then this one I meant to bring for a podcast a while back. I went over to Montana Rock Moms where we did some rock cutting and we cut a huge Bear Canyon agate that I found. Big old Bear Canyon agate.
Wow.
And we cut it and we were disappointed because it didn't have the bands that we were hoping it would have. So I looked inside of it and I was like, I mean, it's kind of cool. Maybe there's some good stuff hiding inside. So we threw it in a bucket of muriatic acid and the results were phenomenal.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. This was the lackluster one?
Yeah.
You weren't sure that you liked?
It was filled all the way to the top with calcite. So we threw it in to the muriatic acid. I'm hoping this will help a little bit. No, not really. That is all smoky amethyst, and that pocket is so deep.
Way.
If I take my finger, I literally all the way in. I'm not touching the back of the pocket.
Got your finger.
I have my finger as far in as I can actually like get it in there, and I'm still not touching the back of that pocket. That is a huge geode crystal cavity of amazingness, and I am so happy about it.
Wow.
What you should do, if you can, drill a really tiny small hole in the very back of it and then put a little LED.
Oh, that's a great idea. I thought you were going to go somewhere completely different with that.
I mean, you can
drill
also
a tiny little hole in it, make it a necklace. Like a Flavor Flav, clock going on.
I mean, you can do a couple things. You can put an LED light in there, or you can like put like a water fountain pump in there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Have like a little waterfall.
While you're wearing it.
Yeah.
All of the above.
It's got like a battery pack attached to it, so it can just trickle water all over your chest.
It's a lip fountain, yeah.
Oh, I might need to do that just for the lulz.
The other channel.
Yeah, exactly. But I was beyond thrilled with that thing. After
that
getting
is
it in there,
gorgeous.
it transforms so much.
Wow.
It's so
So
nice.
cool. It's
Pleasant
almost,
surprises.
you know, that
Yeah.
camera, they have like that special camera attachment where you can like do like macro shots, but it's like
Yes.
yeah, like that, so like that really tiny tubed camera piece. You can almost
Yeah,
fit
they're
it
like a
in
little
there.
hose. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could totally. Yeah. That'd be awesome to put a little scope inside of there. Oh, it's so pretty. It glitters like freaking crazy. I hope the video I sent shows that, because it's so pretty. I also wish there was a way I could glow it a little better, because yeah, I mean, those crystals are straight up purple.
Yeah, it's a little hole in the back, LED, all good.
Yep. That's all I got. Those
Well,
two.
thank you for your awesome show and tell. And then see here, please spotlight. So initially, I didn't really have any show and tell, but I looked over my desk and I saw a little piece of fire obsidian, you know. So
He was making it during this podcast.
yeah, fire and all
From scratch.
piece of obsidian for matches, made it just for you guys.
It's really that easy.
So
trade secret.
The last time I went over to Al's Rock Shop here in Corvallis, Oregon, I bought like 60 some odd pounds of obsidian. I would say maybe about half of it actually had decent fire, and the other half was like meh. But there was one small piece that actually I can tell it had color, and I'll put a video here too, but this is mainly for me to know where to put the video. But it had a really nice flash in there. And so this actually this will be a future video, because I kind of want to show like what I found. I meant to like weeks ago when I got all this obsidian, but I just didn't. But I'd like to show like all the obsidian I got, and then also show like the progress of turning this rough piece into the finished piece. And I kind of can't wait to go back, because I don't know if anyone that watched the podcast has been here to Corvallis, but the rock shop here on 34 in the front had a house, and the back was actually the shop. This last week I saw like a bunch of like cars like parked like in the ditch. I'm like, oh man, he must be like super busy today, like really busy. They were tearing down the house I was up front, so he's expanding the front of a shop. And so now I can't wait to go back and go check out the pile again and go take a gander of like the new space that he has in front of the shop. But yeah,
Heck yeah.
I should
Nice.
I should ask him if I could do a video like to kind of help advertise like his shop, and be like,
Heck
hey,
yeah.
Things are changing. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think he charges like $3 a pound for everything that's like out in that big pile. So $3 a pound for whatever obsidian I could find is pretty good deal. The only thing is like he does not want anyone. They've caught people doing this. They don't want anyone sitting out in the pile breaking the rocks to try to find the fire. That's just.
I mean, that's just
rude. It's rude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I was gonna say that's just, you should know not to do that.
It's like breaking thunder eggs at Richardson's or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want this. Who breaks thunder eggs anyway? Like those are meant to be cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said like in their instructions when you'd go mine, like, when you mine them, don't break them there. Like
Yeah.
put them in your bucket, pay for them, or like, chuck it back, but don't sit there and break them.
And because out of all the pieces that I found, I did not break any of them. I just had a spray bottle and gloves and a flashlight. That's all I had. And granted, this last trip I had, there's a lot in there that didn't have like high flash color in there, but there's also a few that I don't know what's in it. I saw all the layering, and I'm like, I should just check this in a saw and see if there's anything inside. And it's $3 a pound. It's not like I'm spending like a bunch of money, because typical like normal rainbow obsidian I don't know if you guys know this, but like it can range anywhere between like $8 to $10 a pound at a good rock shop. This not like you're an expensive rock shop. I'm sure charging more, but still like it can get up there and it can cost a lot of money. But like $3 a pound. But yeah, that was kind of my show and tell. I am looking forward to kind of getting this one out there. I'm also hoping to get some other stuff done too, because I still have that big piece of obsidian I want to get done. I don't know if I showed you guys. I want to get this one done. I'm tired of sitting and looking at it, and I just want to get it done. Like this is the one I did not expect to see like two different like layers in there, and like I just want to see this one done so bad, so bad.
It's going to be an amazing specimen.
Heck yeah.
That one's going to be tricky because I saw that this isn't like this was okay. Sorry, let me back up. I saw on Cutting Edge Supply they have like different grit like expando wheel belts. And I've always been using just 100 grit, 400 grit, and I recently bought some 600 grit. But I saw they have like higher grit belts for the expando wheels, and I really want to get those higher grit belts because if I can get like pretty much the same stages I have on my cabbing machines on the expando wheels, I can do big stuff like this. Like I only have to take off the 2 out of 3 wheels on the one side of the blue cabbing machine just to try to get this in there and like manhandle it. I can actually do it on the bigger machine, so that'd be really helpful because I really don't want to have to take that to the angle grinder to fine tune things.
Just use sandpaper.
With my hands? No, man. That's too much work.
Yeah, just sand it.
He finished when he was 107.
This piece is not worth $100,000. Says who? Says
life.
Me. But I digress. That was my show and tell. And
thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you. So
I don't know why I said it that weird way, but you can tell my brain is like going to bed.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Well, I guess that brings us down to words of wisdom. Karen, are you prepared for words of wisdom?
I am, because I almost forgot to tell this story. So I'm going to tell the story really quick of what happened to us. And so we were on the south side of Mount St. Helens, and there's not a loop that'll take you all the way around the volcano. And so you're either going in the west side, you're coming in the south side, or you're going in the north side. That's like pretty much it. And so we were down there on the south side, and we're at this lahar field where like you can see from the top of the mountain all the way, like, etched deeply into the mountain where this big, huge lahar came down, and all these little ones, and you can stand in it. It is like so amazing, right? So we're there, like we're having our minds blown. We had just gotten out of the car, and Steve's getting the drone going, and I'm just like speechless. And so this other car pulls up, and these people all like sprawl out, and I'm taking footage, and Steve's all busy, and the lady's like, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. And so, yeah, where's the volcano? Do you know where the volcano is? And we're like, where's the camera? We're literally, like it's I don't know, like a third of your entire panorama. Like if you were to turn around in the space that we were standing in, like it's like right there looming, and then there's just trees. Like how in the world can you not know that that's some volcano? I'm not sure, but yeah, that happened. And so I might make a shirt. Like I might just have to, where's the volcano? But so just know where your volcano is my words of wisdom, I think.
That works.
Yeah. Or ask if you lost track of it.
Yeah.
Somebody can help you.
Keep track of your volcano.
Yeah.
Control it.
Like, we were crying. And then they followed us because they thought we knew stuff.
And these guys know what's up.
We drove to another spot and they like followed us in cars.
Oh, that's my nightmare.
And there still is the volcano right there. We're tour guides now.
Yeah, you should have charged.
Totally.
Pull your square.
Yeah.
Cash your card.
Right. I'm done.
Here's my Venmo.
Right.
Well, thank you for your words of wisdom and a very entertaining story.
Yes.
Brody.
My word of wisdom would be from. I said word, not words. Sorry. I'm so tired, guys. My brain is like, I'm done. You're done. Let's leave, please. I'm tired. So yeah, my word of wisdom this week is from.
I like it. It's deep. It's heavy.
It's pretty heavy.
Hard hitting.
No, I can make a real one. So if you have something that you want to do and you're just waiting like for the right moment, or like timing's not good, or you're afraid to do it, just take the leap. Like, I've been talking about starting a second channel for years at this point, and I've always been just like, no, I don't know how it'll work, or I've been afraid, and I just finally had that, screw it moment and started just getting going on it. And now that I have a date and it's like become a real thing, I'm so excited. Like,
right?
All of the anxiety just completely goes away. You're just like so freaking pumped about it. So it will feel so good when you cross that peak of anxiety and then you start coming down and the excitement is real. So don't wait, do it.
Do it.
That's a better word of wisdom than from.
I liked from too.
Yeah, from was good.
Well, thank you for your word and words of wisdom.
Yeah.
So mine would be take the time to learn something new. I think all of us have probably said that at some point or another, but it never hurts to remind you to learn something new, because there's a lot to do out there. And if you get bored, find something to do. Words are hard, but find something to do. Learn something new.
That's why I said from.
And do.
That's an easy word.
That's a good one. Helps your brain plasticity.
Yep. But that was my words of wisdom. And now we can kind of start wrapping things up. So Karen, if you'd be so kind to take us out.
Yeah. Thank you so much for lasting all the way to the end of the podcast. We love you guys. And we would love to continue all of this fun all the way through the week. So if you want to go ahead and send me a request for an invite for the Discord on our email, which is rockhoundroundtable@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also send your viewer show and tells for the next one. Thanks so much for all the gorgeous viewer show and tells. And of course, now we're going to be compiling our next one. So, if you missed this one and you're lamenting, I missed it like 4 times ago and I keep on forgetting. Right now, while you're thinking of it, go ahead and send us something. You can always send us more. Yep. We can have 2 or 3 or 5 or 8 of your shows and tells. So go ahead and just
send us 30 and we'll do a show all about you.
Just you.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to take you up on that.
Yeah, I know.
Brody said not Theo. Yeah, so join us on the Discord and send us emails of your beautiful rocks, and keep on rock hounding out there and do it, and from and all that good stuff. And on behalf of the podcast crew, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Rock on.
Rock on.
Bye, guys. Oh, God.